Hello again. This film's about growing your vocabulary to help you write and speak and understand more at university and living in Britain. And one of the things you can do to help increase your vocabulary is learn about synonyms and antonyms. So, what are these things? What are synonyms? Well, synonyms are words that have similar meanings. So, for example, if we take the word happy, you could also say joyful or cheerful or delighted. They also mean being happy. They are similar meanings. They're slightly different in meaning, but generally, for most people in most situations, they could be swapped without too much trouble. So, I feel happy. I could also say, I feel joyful, I feel cheerful, or I feel delighted. So, why are these important synonyms, especially in a university or academic setting? Well, firstly, synonyms help you avoid repeating the same word many times. So, you could use synonyms to express the same idea, but in different ways. That makes your writing or your speaking much more interesting. And it helps boost and grow your vocabulary. It allows you to have more words to choose from when you're speaking and when you're writing. And so this improves and enhances your speaking and your writing style as well. Perhaps start with focusing on your writing before thinking about your speaking when you're trying to boost your vocabulary and use synonyms and antonyms. But synonyms also can kind of explain and help you express different shades of meaning. So before I mentioned synonyms to happy, for example, one being joyful. Well, joyful isn't exactly the same in meaning as happy. It's very similar, perhaps 80 or 90% the same meaning, but it's a different shade of that meaning. It's like, I don't know, choose a color, gray. You could have different shades of gray. They are all gray, but they are slightly different. Antonyms are the opposite of synonyms. They are the words that have opposite meanings. So, for example, an antonym for hot would be cold. An antonym for big would be small. Antonyms are useful and important because, again, they can help you clarify meanings. They can help you understand the exact meaning of a word, and they kind of create a contrast to emphasize a point or create a strong comparison. So let's have some practice. I'll provide a word, you list the synonyms. Okay, so here's the word I've already used, happy. Just pause the film and try and list or think about as many synonyms to the word happy as you can. Okay, you've done that. So here are some I've already talked about before, some of them joyful and cheerful and delighted, but you could have also had words like glad and content, and I'm sure there are other synonyms for happy too. Let's do the same for antonyms. So I'll provide a word, you list as many antonyms, opposite meanings of these, or words that mean the opposite to the word I'm going to give you. So, for example, the word hot. Just pause this film and think about or write down as many antonyms as you can for the word hot. The picture is giving you a clue here. Okay, some antonyms: cold, icy, chilly, freezing, and I'm sure there's more if you can find them for the antonym for the word hot. So you can use now synonyms and your antonyms that you've learnt in your academic writing and speaking and generally in your life in Britain. But I would say to use them effectively, remember these three things. Firstly, consider the context in which you're using them. Choose synonyms or antonyms that fit that specific situation. And you can use a book called a thesaurus. They're also online. They're not dinosaurs from the prehistoric age, but a thesaurus is a list, a catalogue of synonyms and antonyms that can help you expand your vocabulary and understand what these synonyms and antonyms are for the words that you're looking for. And practice makes perfect. Practice regularly, because the more you use synonyms and antonyms, the better you'll become at using them. So here's some synonyms that you might come across in your academic work. Things like study. So some synonyms for the word study. Words like research, investigation, analysis. Synonyms for important are significant, crucial, vital, essential. Synonyms for the word show are demonstrate, illustrate, exhibit, reveal. Synonyms for the word problem, words like issue, difficulty, challenge, obstacle. Synonyms for the word conclusion, things like finding, determination, result, or outcome. So if you see these words in your feedback or when you're talking or listening to your teachers, then you hopefully can understand a little bit better what they're talking about. I'm not going to go through all of these. You can read them for yourself, but here's some antonyms that I've collected from students' assignments that I've seen in the last few days. So from abstract at the top left here, which an antonym for that is concrete, to similar at the bottom right, an antonym for that. So remember, antonym, opposite in meaning. The opposite of similar is dissimilar. The opposite of large is small. If you thought this was useful, please subscribe and like the video, and thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Good luck with your studies. Bye now.